In this cookie decorating tutorial, we're going to create adorable, colorful, framed cat picture cookies. Hi, it's Hani from Hanielas here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so thrilled to be sharing this tutorial with you because I just love how these turned out, and I think you're going to love them too. Well, at least I hope so. But this is a great project for those of you who love cats, or maybe you have a friend who has a cat. You can surprise them with these special cookies. So let's get started. I used my classic sugar cookie recipe. I also prepared royal icing. We're gonna start by making transfers. These can be made ahead of time. You can also use these for different occasions. And what I've got here is a template. I put the template into a smooth, transparent protector sheet. I taped it or secured it onto a plexiglass. Now I'm using soft piping or like 20-second consistency royal icing to outline each eye. This way we don't have to worry that the eye area is going to get misshaped in the process of flooding. Allow about 2-5 minutes of crusting time before you outline with 20-second consistency royal icing. I used 4 different colors to make this bright, cheerful project. Now with the scribe tool, you want to smooth the icing, distribute it evenly, and if you'd like, you can also accentuate the ears with gray royal icing, or you can use white or any color you want to use actually. It should also be about 20-second consistency. After this, we're going to let the icing crust for about 30 minutes, and then we can make the eyes. So to make the eyes, use that same icing you used for the outline, so around soft piping consistency to 20-second consistency. While the icing is wet, pipe a large dot in the center using black icing. It should also be about the same consistency. And then with the scribe tool, you can shape the black icing, move it up and then move it down. And then for the reflection, we're just going to use a tiny little dot of icing. You can pick it up straight from the piping bag using your scribe tool and place it on the edge of black. Now we can also add the nose and the mouth. Well, I wanted to create an astonished face. So I'm starting with the nose first, and then we're going to create a really, I love this face. It's like a surprise, like, you know, am I in trouble? And now we're going to pipe an oval shape. So for this, use about soft piping consistency royal icing here. I'm going to let this dry overnight. Now, if you want, you can also add some color to the cheeks using pink petal dust and dry food only paintbrush. It is important that the icing is fully dry, so you can do this step and then remove it with a decorating bottle. Now we're going to pipe eyelashes. So just follow the eye curvature and then add a little curved line at the end. Now I'm also going to add eyebrows. And now whiskers. Now I find, and this could be just me, that I need to turn it upside down to do the other side. And after this, you can let this dry for about an hour or two, and then we can remove them from the acetate. Here I'm using a palette knife and I'm running it underneath to release these beauties from the acetate sheet. And have a look, aren't these awesome? I'll just love these faces. And now onto the cookies. So I'm going to show you how to create this base layer. So with the marker you can draw kind of like a triangle. That's where the body is going to be, and then we can outline. I'm using 15-second consistency royal icing, and this is a very light taupe color, which just means it's like mushroom color. like a little bit of brown with touch of black, but just tiny bit. You can see it's almost like pastel, very, very, very light. And now I'm gonna create stripes on a diagonal like this. So I'm starting in the middle and then dividing the halves in the middle and so on. So we have evenly distributed lines. Now my white royal icing is also treated with a little bit of white food coloring. So I get that nice opaque color there. And now we're going to flood this section with gray, depending on the color of the face you are going to add. So for this one we have to use gray. If you were to use orange, then again match it up with the color of the cat's face. And what's great about this, you can play with different backgrounds. You can make the backgrounds any color you want, obviously. Ideally not the same color as the cat. And then also you could add different elements, different designs. You could even wait for everything, for the background to dry, and then airbrush it with some stencils. Now we're going to create a frame. So for this I'm using piping consistency royal icing or soft piping consistency to create the frame itself. We're going to pipe a zigzag line in the middle to help mitigate cratering. And then after it's crusted, give it about 5-10 minutes, we can flood it with more fluid icing. So in this case I use like a 10-second to 15-second consistency icing. And I'm going to do this in steps so I can use my scribe tool, kind of seal any gaps between the lines if there are any. And you want to go all around. And after this step we have to let this crust again, so give it another 20-30 minutes, and then you can add additional details on top of this frame. So I'm using again that soft piping consistency to piping consistency icing to outline, and also inner perimeter. And then we're going to add one more outline, or one more frame I should say. So it's a bit closer to the inner frame, and then we're going to pipe short lines in the corners like so. Isn't that cool? Now in this design we're going to do polka dots, and you can see this is a standard triangle. That's going to be the body of our cat, and I'm starting with this bright blue color, 15-second consistency here. When I mentioned stenciling and airbrushing, what I meant is that you would do the background without the cat's body. You would let that dry or do a really thick crusting, and then you can airbrush it. When doing polka dots, I always try to find the middle of the design of the space I'm trying to fill with polka dots, and then I pipe the first line, and then I stagger the dots. You want to use icing that is about same consistency as your base, and my white icing also has a touch of white food coloring in it. And now we're going to add pink, my favorite color. What's your favorite color? Let me know in the comment section. Well, I'm just thinking, actually I also like a salmon color, teal color. I like them all, but pink is really up there. Now I'm doing dry on dry application here. So I'm applying dry transfer onto the dry surface. So you have two options, but always remember when the surface, when your background is darker than your transfer, it's better to do dry on dry. That way you're not risking that your dark color from the background is going to seep through the light color of your transfer. And one more thing I wanted to mention, these cookies, they ship really well. These shapes are really great for shipping. So if you wanted to surprise a friend with a cute little gift, these are great shapes to ship. So again, outline. When going around these rounded corners, this cutter has rounded corners, you can actually decrease the pressure on a piping bag, shape the line, and then increase the pressure and continue with the line. And if the line breaks, don't panic. Don't panic. Just take a deep breath and continue where the line broke off. Sometimes it happens. If there are any air bubbles in your icing, it's just a normal thing. And if you are new to my YouTube channel, if this is your first time watching Hanielas, I welcome you to subscribe, hit the bell button so you get notified about my new uploads. I also share recipes and tutorials on my blog, hanielas.com, but all the links are in the description box under this video. Now I'm adding another decorative element onto the frame, just some dots. For this you can use that soft piping consistency royal icing. And there, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.